Welcome in everybody to Cooking on the Rim. My name is Swish. We're gonna play some Rimworld. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? The game that we play every Monday. How's everybody doing today? Quiet today. Hippocampus Hamster, thanks for being here. Look, I'm not gonna say that there's gonna be zero cannibalism. Not gonna say that. There's no such thing as absolutes. They say that only the Sith deal in absolutes. M. Tom, Zach, welcome in. True Cicero, welcome in. We have a colony in progress, because things did not go so well last time we played. So we did start anew. I guess not last time. The time before that was when we had a bad day. It was a bad day on the Rim. Today, however, we're doing just a regular crash landed playthrough, but we're doing so and exploring the new Odyssey biomes. And the one that everybody voted to check in on is the iceberg. And I started initially building into like just the mountain here. And like it doesn't feel very different, right? Like it's a little cold outside, but it's fall, that's fine. Like it doesn't feel particularly new at this point. So I started thinking about what I can do with the iceberg biome, and I do want to explore like digging like tunnels into the ice just to kind of see what's up. One of the things that I'm curious about is how much colder it actually is inside the iceberg. Like if it keeps the area like naturally cold. And if it does, then I'm thinking that this might be a playthrough ripe for robots. So we could do like a Mechanator playthrough. So then all of the toxic waste packs that we would normally get, we could just shove them into an iceberg and never have to worry about them again. Speaking of shoving toxic waste into a hole, welcome in the Courtesy Flush. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing in the Courtesy Flush? So what do we got going on here? We got this person's dead. Giggles. Giggles is dead. This person, is this a quest? Yeah, this is a drifter. So she's not permanent. You're here for all the yayo? I was wondering who keeps snorting all my yayo. Thunderclap Sasquatch. Alright, let's see. Samurai. He's just got a few bruises. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Not even gonna worry about it. We'll haul that in. And we already have a corpse pile, so we'll haul that in as well. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Soren's just getting after it. Jeez. Okay. Mecha didn't murder anyone this time? That doesn't sound like Mecha. Soren's getting right to boiling turds. Just like Grandma used to make. One and only Laughing Man, your power went out? That sucks. You need electricity to watch streams. Having some mental break risks. She apparently doesn't like boiling turds for a living. But tough shit. Have I tried the Burt mod? No, I haven't. What's that about? What is that about? Your shirt has a hole in it. Time to murder nearest colonists. Yeah, that is how colonies go, huh? Sometimes it be like that. You get an A10 main cannon for a turret? Hell yeah. That'd be awesome with the Odyssey DLC. Get the what you call it, the grab ship, just load it up with A10s. Just evaporate entire buildings. 30 seconds of giggles. You know, I've had shorter. Okay, so we don't have any water supply. Where is water live? Let's see, water lives this way. Sterile materials. What were we working on here? We got a pretty solid collection of stuff here. There were no geothermal vents, if I remember correctly. So let's get started doing, I guess, just smithing, right? It's just smithing. Let's see, looks like this building is nice and completed. We're gonna put a nice little wooden door here. And let's make sure that there's no roof. Yeah, no roof over that. And hopefully it's not so cold we're not going to be able to get another crop of rice in, but I think that that might be the case. If it is, it looks like we got a pretty solid stockpile of food. All right, so if water lives over here, we'll do water storage up here. Yeah, let's do that. Order, mine. Something like that. Yeah, the Scarlands are gnarly. Because you can't grow anything there. You can't grow anything there. And all the animals are poisonous. And they all want to kill you. We are going to probably want to do some hydroponics. We're going to need a lot more steel and components for that. But in the short term, I think we're going to be okay just kind of growing outside for now. Right. Yeah, we could probably go. Yeah, there's probably fine. All right, we'll put an electric pump there. We need a couple of water towers. Put a hot water tank in. Hey, you know, they're cheap enough. We'll put 2 hot water tanks in. And then we need an electric boiler. Might do is move this over just a scooch. There we go. And we need to smooth all these guys out. Bingo bango. Oh yeah, in the Shardlands you can grow with hydroponics. And also if you're playing Wasters, you can grow toxic potatoes and yayo there as well. And I've done a handful of Waster playthroughs. Those are fun if a little chaotic. Something about having an entire colony full of like coked up fucking mutants. Not always ideal for mental stability. Oh, weird. I don't think I've ever noticed that this thing has a little light on it. And we'll put a little light in this room too. Light. Just to keep the bugs out. You ever wonder why you put lights in rooms that you never go into? It's bugs. That's the reason. Dogs one up. What's your problem? You have asthma. You need your inhaler. Okay. A group of Yetikins. Looks like it's just one for now. And he looks terrifying in a fight. Jeez, I don't want to fight this guy at all. Dogs one up, are you... Yeah, you're incapable of violence. That's why you're not carrying a weapon. Okay. Is he attacking now? I forgot. No, he's going to wait for just a little bit. So we'll let everybody sleep. Yeah, fishing is also something that I have not messed around with a whole lot. I know that that was a very, very popular mod. Was the fishing mod. Okay. You guys... One thing about the iceberg, though, is we have a lot of open space for shooting people. There's also a mad rat. What happened? Oh, there he is. I was like, where the heck did he go? Diggs is already on it. Pachow, pachow. Oh, shot in the head. He's unwaveringly loyal. Soren, since you're our guest of honor, you have the dibs. Yeah, there you go. Then just beat him to death with a club. Cool. Oh, we still have a rat, right? Aha. We are mighty warriors. Year-round fishing spot. That sounds fun. Sounds quite delightful, in fact. All right, Soren is not going to stick around. So it's good with the fishing expanded. So I never mess around with the fishing mod originally. Like it felt cool, but not necessarily something I was super like invested in. Y'all are crazy. Yeah, yeah, you know. Can't deny that. Can't deny that. We also need plumbing, don't we? And there's no reason to use good materials for plumbing. So we are going to just go ahead and make plumbing out of wood. I guess eventually we're probably going to want to put like a septic tank in here somewhere, right? Maybe this has to come down just a scooch more. So we can put a septic tank in here. Oh, at least we'll have showers for now. At least we'll have showers for now. Pacifist ponds can't fish without a mod. That kind of makes sense. Even though most vegetarians I've ever met, like, they'll still eat fish occasionally. Like, fish don't count as animals. Which is hilarious, because they totally do. All right, so Dogs One Up is our smart guy, right? Oh yeah, look at that intellectual. Look at this. Look at the big old brain on Dogs One Up. Look at the big old brain. So for research, to get to basic mech tech, yeah, we need machining. Yeah, I mean, I've heard the reasoning behind it, and I'm fine. I'm, you know, honestly, like, you know, vegetarians, vegans, whatever you're into, I don't judge. Like, I'm not gonna call anybody like a hypocrite, because, you know, because it's their choices regardless, right? Like, I've thought about it in the past, like, if I had to be vegetarian, I feel like I could be vegetarian. Like, if for some reason I got bit by that, you know, that tick or mosquito or whatever that gives you the virus that makes you allergic to meat. Like, if I just got stuck with that, I feel like I would be sad, but I'd be okay. Like, I could get by not eating meat. I could not get by without eating any kind of dairy, like any kind of animal products, like cheese, milk, honey. Like, nah, man, I couldn't do it. I have needs. I'm a big boy, and I like to eat. I mean, maybe it only affects red meat. I'm also talking about like a horror story. Let's go ahead and put some floors in. What do you say? Let's go ahead and put some floors in. I think the most important floor is probably the sterile tile that's got to go in the science room. So we'll do that. Your coworker has it? Oh, man. That is seriously like some scary shit though. Like, it's literally a bug that bites you and rearranges your DNA. Like, that's insane. We have an emotionless animals. They want to give us honor, Rimworld medicine. Yeah, we don't care about that. Don't care about that. Do we have any ruins on this map? Or are all the ruins in the ice somewhere? Maybe there is. Alright, so there's no ruins. You know, maybe I don't mess with septic tanks. Honestly, I always end up building like real toilets, but in the long run, all I want is the fecal sludge. Like, I'm just saving it so I can turn it into chem fuel. Do I have a mod list somewhere? You know, I don't think I do, because my mod list keeps changing. Most of the mods that I use are pretty basic though. Like, I mostly just use like quality of life mods. Like, I have like the super zoom in mod, so I can get cinematic with shit. And I have Dub's Bad Hygiene, because that's one of my favorite mods ever. But it's a lot of like haul to stack and that kind of stuff. Be fucked if you couldn't eat the animal half too. Yeah, I remember I used to work with a girl who was diabetic, and later in life she also found out that she like legitimately had celiac. Like, it's not like I know that there's a lot of like people that say like, oh, I'm gluten intolerant. Like, no, she was literally, she had celiac, like Lorenzo's oil. Like, it, like, if she like continued to eat things with gluten in it, she would be paralyzed. And between not being able to eat sugar and not being able to eat like anything with gluten in it, like her eating habits became completely turned upside down. Like, her favorite food was Kit Kats. Like, I remember like coming into work and bringing her a Kit Kat because she asked me if I could bring her a Kit Kat, like when I stopped at the gas station. Like, she was obsessed with them. And like Kit Kats are literally nothing but sugar and gluten. I felt so bad for her. But you know, sometimes that's what we get, right? Like, our bodies betray us. The Ogre Stacks mod. The flesh is weak. We should just replace all of our fleshy bits with biomechanicals. Oh no, all my colonists are dudes. You can up the max of item per stack. So I do have a mod that lets me do that. Which mod is it? Actually, yeah, here, well, this isn't my full mod list. This is just the mods that have options. It's stackable chunks. Oh, so I can only change the stackable chunks. But hauled stack had that ability. Oh well. All right, let's go ahead and put marble mosaic tile in the kitchen and the bathroom. And we'll just put like concrete in like the workshops. And we'll do marble flagstone in the hallway. And I like to do paved tiles under the doors to make them a little bit more visually appealing. There we go. Hey, Freddy. I was wondering what was shaking around in those walls. Can grow side corn big enough to be unroofable. Jeez, that's some big ass corn. Some big ass corn. I'll do concrete in there too. All right, getting a pretty solid looking base here. Nothing too crazy, just the essentials. Yeah, we are gonna get to the point where things are gonna die of cold. So let's go ahead and just harvest what we got. And then we'll cut this off for a little while. We've got some friends that want to sell us stuff. Are you also the social guy? You sure are the social guy. All right, so they have some friends. We have a vet, and we have a child. 7-year-old. Jesus, this game is so messed up. All right, who's this person? They are an undergrounder slash nudist. Undergrounder's okay. Nudist kind of a problem. Not great skills. Not worth the money. Sorry. We are, oh, that's gold. Need components. Deconstruct that guy. Is that uranium? That's marble. Get these components down here. And actually probably ought to do some steel as well, so we'll get Diggs working on that. What's up, Grimace? Welcome up everybody in from the courtesy flush. There's machining. All right, so now that we have machining, we can do Basic mech tech? Oh, we need to have the mechanator first. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Samurai out here. And we're going to let Samurai do what he likes to do, which is punch things until they are destroyed. Jam, 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 jam. He's probably going to be at that for a while. Wonder if we have any uranium. Oh, there is some uranium ore somewhere. Oh, it's hidden away. There's a fire apparently. I almost kind of want to tell them to let this burn. Yeah, it's still home. What? I did not expect that to explode in such fashion. Is this thing flammable? Because that would suck if it was. It has 0% flammability. Okay, Samurai, get the hell home. No, 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 no. You just go home. Go home, buddy. You also have a little bit of hypothermia. You have burn scars and hypothermia. Way she goes. All right, so that is nice and out. Tomorrow we'll have dogs go investigate this thing. We do need to potentially worry about raids. So perhaps it would be prudent for us to create a little bit of a fence to keep people out. All right, you go decrypt that. All right. This thing has a scorcher. Scorchers are a little rough. So maybe before we I mean, this might be something that we take here in a little bit. Okay, it's a lot of events. A lot of events. Let's delete this and harvest what we can out of it. Centipedes are pretty gnarly, but the scorchers, fire can be a pain in the ass. Fire can keep you from fighting, essentially. And I've definitely had a handful of colonies just die because you know, pigs decided to throw Molotov cocktails into a fight. Samurai, have you gotten your boo-boos taken care of? Mostly. A group of camels. They're a matching pair of camels, male and female. Interesting. Okay. Well, camels. Let's build you a little pen marker. You guys can just live in here. That being said, we don't really have a good way to feed you. So maybe we'll sell you to the nearest trade caravan, or maybe we'll just turn you into camel burgers. Oh, we have a caravan hitching spot. Totally forgot about that. All right, now let's do marble walls. And one row is probably fine for now, honestly. And what are we gonna build? I guess honestly we'll just build the traps out of wood for now. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, the grav ships are fun. Like getting to just like run around like to every map and just murder everything. Take what you want. All right, so Cassis, lava hotbox. I have been playing around with that myself, actually. So one of the things about Odyssey that you can build on the grav ship are the vac barriers. And the cool thing about the vac barriers is that they don't restrict pathing, but they do restrict vacuum and temperature. So you can use them as like permanent gateways to like use environmental heat and cold. So like geothermal vents or you know, lava pools, whatever. And I've been messing around with like different ways that you can use that. One of my favorite ways is actually just use it to make a walk-in fridge. So like you have a doorway with no door and it keeps the cold in, but it doesn't restrict you as you move in and out of it. Ultimately, I've kind of discovered that base defenses like this are very good in the early game, but you really can't like skimp on having colonists that know how to fight. That is a lesson that's taken me a long time to learn in this game. Ibex Ram. Unfortunately, we do not need you to be in this colony. Need warm clothes. That is something that we have not done. Yeah, let's go ahead and build electric tailor bench. And who is our best construction person? Diggs, of course. Who is our best crafter? Dogs one up. Yeah. We should have enough leathers, and if not, we can you know, let's not tell the camels. Diggs, why are you not working on this? Oh, we're missing wood. Something about making all of these walls and all of these traps out of wood has evaporated our wood stockpile. Might just be worth digging a tunnel there to get these minables up here. It's steel, machinery, steel, steel, more steel. Yeah, it is like 3 degrees outside, and I have not done anything with heat in this base. Let's put heaters in. Something like that, and then we'll put sounds like heaven, but the lava hell or the ice hell, because those are different types of hell. Okay. Got a cool charge rifle. All right, let's make a bill. Make parkas 3 times. Get to work on it, sir. We are also out of steel. We are behind the curve. So Diggs, let's go ahead and get you focusing on mining for now. Do we have anybody that does handle animals? It's also Diggs. All right, it's the samurai and dogs one up both have parkas. Unfortunately, I think the dromedaries, we need their skin and meat more than we need their milk. Inside the base is a little chilly in spots. And that should give me, takes 80. Yeah, that should be enough. We just need to get digs. Destroying camels. Tearing them apart with his bare hands. Alright, dogs went up, making a nice camel leather jacket for digs. A psychic soothe. Everybody likes that because we're all dudes. How fast does the sludge accumulate? What sludge are we talking about? Right, digs. Apparently dogs went up like that one better. So digs, I guess you get the plain one. There you go. Now you can stay nice and warm. Oh, the turrets from the turrets. Yeah, it accumulates pretty fast. Pretty fast. It accumulates a little bit faster if you only have one toilet. But it's sufficient for keeping the base nice and powered. Usually 3 colonists are enough to generate enough fecal sludge to keep like 4 generators going for a while in perpetuity. All right. Temperature has been regulated in the base. Everyone has parkas. Base defenses are nice and set up. Let's go ahead and do part of the danger here is that we only have 2 colonists who actually can fight. But even though Dogs 1-Up is incapable of violence, you could have like a squad of like 8 militaries if you wanted to. It's, you know, just a little bit of a blizzard. Not too bad. Yeah, Cassis, I'm not gonna probably use mechanoids for combat stuff quite as much as I am probably for just utility of getting stuff into the base. So I know a lot of you have heard me mention over the past several weeks that I've been putting stuff on YouTube. We're gonna hold that thought. Got a raid. Okay. Just the two of them. Coming in now. Oh no! What's the matter, guys? What happened? So yeah. So I like I say, I've been putting stuff on YouTube, but I didn't put a video on YouTube this week. I normally try to put one on Mondays. Because weekends are when I usually have time to record and edit. Oh, just rotted away in storage. All my freezers are full of meat. But yeah, so I didn't because the hard drive that I use for editing is full. And I've been thinking about computer upgrades. You know, like I've got a computer. It's not the most sophisticated computer. It has been doing its job for like probably a good 12 to 15 years with minimal upgrades. But it's kind of at the point where it can't really be upgraded anymore. Like if I'm gonna upgrade at this point, it needs to be like the motherboard and then everything. So at that point, I'm just getting a new computer. So I've been thinking about building a new computer for myself or buying a pre-built one, depending on how sophisticated it really needs to be. And you know, whenever I do something new, I like to go on YouTube and look for, you know, tips and tricks and, you know, advice on what to do. And let me tell you about the most unwatchable content on YouTube is flipping how to build computer guys. It is the most like, don't forget to like and subscribe, you know, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends crap. Oh my God, it is unwatchable. But yeah, so I'm excited to build a new computer. Computers are fun. I haven't built a computer in decades, but I know what I'm doing. Like, I know how to do it. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, like, all of YouTube is kind of like that, you know, with few exceptions, such as the Black Pants Legion. But yeah, man, just like how to build computers is ugh. The Verge PC build? Nah, I have not. Like I've got my biases when it comes to computer parts. I know that I want to do an Intel processor, and I know that Intel i9 is probably their best one. I think the Ultra is like their top of the line one. That's what I've researched. But the i9, what is it, 139K or whatever, is the generation just before it, and there's not a whole lot of difference between the two of them, except for maybe like $100 in price. Also, my guys are just standing around. Why are they just standing around? Diggs. I don't want to dig up gold because that just adds colony wealth. Maybe let's do a tunnel. Like right there. Gamers Nexus is good. You hope they fix their overheating issues. I've never had problems with Intel processors overheating. I always had that problem with AMD. But I mean, obviously, you know, they're two sides of the same coin. Oh, and we're out of wood again. Jeez. Okay, we'll chop some more trees. Thank you. There we go. I do like Tom's Hardware. Intel's on the hot side now. That kind of makes sense. But yeah, like, so I know I'm probably going to do an Intel processor just because what I'm used to. For motherboards, I'm thinking like Asus or MSI. Like, I'm currently running an MSI, but I've had a lot of good experiences with Asus products in the past. RAM, you know, I'm not sure. Maybe I think I like Corsair's products. Maybe I'll do like Corsair Vengeance RAM. I don't need a whole lot of RAM. Probably like either like a single 32 chip or like two 32 chips. Asus customer support has a bad rap. So that's the thing, like, so many things have changed over the years. Like, obviously the brands are still the same. Like, it's pretty much like Dell and HP and Intel and AMD and GeForce versus you know, the other AMD again. But like, it's just like things go back and forth. I gotta research whatever I buy, which is cool because I like researching technology, but also mind-boggling. Gamers Nexus, Iggy, I will check that out. That's going on my list. Speaking of list, one of the things on my list for this map is to explore the ice. So let's do that. Let's see what happens if, you know, we just dig a big ass tunnel into the ice. It digs. If you're making a trip, man. There you go. A grizzly bear, you say? Samurai, run! It's a grizzly bear. All right, digs. Time to fight. Oh no. Samurai's getting eaten by a bear. Oh, this is bad. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Because that only leaves Diggs as somebody who is capable of doing violence. And that's our... Oh, no, I guess they're both decent at construction. Damn. All right. Well, we're not gonna call it, even though we're in deep shit here. We're just gonna, we're just gonna let the bear have his way with it. Sorry, sorry, my man. This bear's gonna die in 5 hours. All right, can we build graves on the ice? We can. We have a visitor. This person would be a suitable replacement for Samurai. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to capture her because we only have digs that can do violence. She has a uranium breach axe. Those are nice. Those are quite nice. We'll sell her some of the garbage we're not using. We'll hold on to the rifle. Sell this knife. Yeah, we made 3 whole dollary dues. Maybe I can res them someday since it's freezing. Possibly. Diggs, if you could dig up that hole. There we go. And then the bear died. Samurai, just so you know, it was mutually assured destruction. Man, he had the good gear on too, and now it's all tainted. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna haul instead of burying just yet. Found some machinery, okay. Just hidden in the ice. Goes back to ice, okay. Oh, somebody ate his head. Which means that we lost the helmet. God damn it. Oh, oh. Oh. That's not what I expected. That's not what I expected at all. Jeez, okay. Okay. Well, what if we go down in here? Yep. That means raids can come in through here. Oh gosh, okay. Like on the plus side, we obviously have a lot more resources to work with. On the downside, I like legitimately thought that this was all mountain. Well, the thing is, if I build a wall here, because there's no other way into the base from here, what I could do, I guess, then is dig a pathway around here. Oh, god dang it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Storage. Only colonist corpses. Wake up. Get this smelly ass bastard out of our colony. There you go. There you go. Bring the corpse that we actually want. Samurai who lost his head. And then no, don't consume. Can I not bury him now? What's going on? Did somebody put somebody in that grave? Oh my. Okay. I'm keeping it together. Rimworld, I'm keeping it together. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And then all this person. There we go. There we go. Get the heck out of my base. All right. So now this stuff is tainted. And it is a shame that we lost the plasteel helmet because those are expensive. He observed several corpses. But we will start a research project. And that research project will be washing machines. And then we can wash the things that are tainted. Apparently we have collected the donkeys. Be honest. Not a good time to be a donkey right now. A caribou has self-tamed. All sorts of animals that just wanna join the meat market. All right, and I don't have ideology on, do I? Oh, I do. Yeah. Let's have a funeral. It's just gonna be Diggs. Dogs One Up is too distraught. It's a good funeral. Diggs is gonna get a mood boost. Now what happened to... Okay. I accepted this 5.5 days ago. Did it land and I missed it? There's some steel up here. About 100 steel. Randomly chilling. Allow that. There is a lot of compacted steel up here. Like, this is definitely a lot more resources, which is nice. There's some more just steel chilling out over here. Got some components over here. We have a bulk goods trader. Like, I'm legitimately curious, because right now it's winter time, so it's hard to tell how cold it is inside. Unfortunately, Diggs has got a lot of work to do. They have Colossus toad meat. A lot of bulk goods, huh? You know, in absence of somebody who can actually cut down trees, we are going to buy all of their wood. They do have Parkers that we could have bought. We've got plenty of components. We're going to sell them some amount of meat, I think. Just to free up freezer space. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, this game is not a friendly game. Not a game for people who take things too seriously. Okay, Dog's 1-up is no longer being psychotic. Did not get a catharsis out of this for some reason, though. I like that he's more upset that he ate a nutrient paste meal than a colonist died. He is sad that it's samurai, but yeah, why did this quest not drop? Like I can get the grav ship. Isn't this how this is supposed to work? Like we accept it and then it just drops, right? It doesn't take like multiple days. I'm basically just gonna double this up. Oh, hey, a transport pod crashed. A child with paralytic abasia. A 4-year-old child with paralytic abasia. We're just gonna pretend. Well, it is with the Empire. Okay, it is with the Empire. We can rescue them and then hopefully they don't join. You need to call it with the Mechanator thing. So you do with the later, like to upgrade it, you have to use the comms console. Do you need it for? And signal it to land nearby. Maybe you're right. Okay, maybe you're right. We're still working on washing machines. What do we need for? Need microelectronics? Yeah. A rat has self-tamed. Well, rat, welcome to the colony. Your name is Fredu. And just to make sure you stay in the walls. Fredu, you live inside the walls now. Yeah, there's some people who do get to skip the line for very specific reasons. Fredu always gets to be a rat. He doesn't hang out too often anymore, but when Smoothbrain used to be here, he always got to be the donkey. Yeah, we could use the help. Who are you guys? What are you good at? You're both good at construction. Well, so you're both good at plants. One of you is good at construction. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you do as much basic shit work as we can get by with. All right, Sorn has sent us a book. Oh, this is one of those quest maps. Neat. Neat. Fredu the rat, skittering around. All right, so this is now technically inside. And it is actually still warmer inside the ice than it is outside. So I'm actually not 100% certain that it makes it colder being in the iceberg. But we are going to have to wait until like warmer temperature to see if that changes. Yeah, all it really does is can be mined through, and it has 0 flammability. It is airtight. You can't paint it. That seems fair. Yeah, this kid just has paralytic abasia. Like, they're just gonna be laying there for 30 days.
Nice.
Ether, what's up, man? All right, so I guess continuing on with the theme, let us we need to go one deeper. I'm not just drawing like random symbols. I am working out a space for like that for a hydroponics area. I don't think I got that right. So I gotta leave space for over 2 up 1, over 2 down 1. No, that's not right at all. Oh no, I'll have to look it up. I hate having to look things up when I'm in the middle of a stream. It is that, 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 like that. There we go. Listen here, Night Owl. Ether, I will be there for the meetup. My tickets are booked. My time off request has been approved. I will be there. Hell or high water. Oh, of course there's steel in this room. Oh, of course. Man, there's so much steel in this map. I did draw a Ritz cracker. That's the nicest thing that you could say that I drew, because very often when you're building these hydroponics bays, you end up drawing some things that will get you banned from Twitch. Any requests drink wise? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm a big fan of whiskey. I do like whiskeys and bourbon. I did see your lists of things that you had intended on bringing, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little mouth watered. Yeah, the no windmill. We gotta be careful what we draw there. It looks like this steel is actually going to be entirely within the boundaries of where we were going to build this hydroponics room, which is pretty sweet. No, not quite. Yeah, the no windmill. You know, it was very popular in Germany around I don't know, 1938 to 1945. It's a very popular symbol during that time period. Yeah, the spicy windmill. You know, Null, I got a buddy of mine. Actually, I was talking to him the other day about going to the Blood Bowl tournament. This is the same buddy who was my my partner for the Blood Bowl tournament. And he is also one of our regular GMs. Like he'll dungeon master. Like we kind of rotate who game masters. And when he's game mastering, very frequently he will be drawing maps and literally without thinking about it, draw something that definitely resembles genitals. It is actually kind of uncanny how he'll do it. Now, Diggs, we can that in there. There you go. Yeah, making a grab ship that isn't phallic shaped is a little tough. I remember one time I was at a bar and I was smoking a cigar as I was known to do. And this guy came in, probably a little younger than me, but not by much, with his I mean, of course there's more steel in here. Jeez. Okay. He came in with his mom, and you know, his mom was obviously like elderly and probably you know, was in assisted living. He just kind of, you know, brought her out so he could kind of like take her out and get her outside doing things. And she was sitting next to me, and she asked me about my cigar, and I was like, yeah, it's a cigar, and it's from this place. It's really nice. I like them. And she asked me if she said that it was kind of oh, we got hypothermia. What the fuck's going on here? Is somebody... Why are you outside? Get inside. Also, yeah, I don't have enough bedrooms for people. Let's probably rectify that. For now, we're just gonna put a sleeping spot in the water tower room. A mad raccoon. It got caught in the trap. We're good. We're good. Sorry, I completely wrecked my story. But anyway, yeah, she said that the cigar was very phallic shaped. And she looked at me and she said, do I know what that word means? And I looked at her, I was like, yeah, it means like a dick. And that poor woman turned every shade of red. She turned every shade of red. She had never heard such language before. Night Owl's heard this story before. I have told this story before. One thing about telling stories on stream is that sometimes you got to recycle them, because you never know who hasn't heard the story. She was having a good time, man. She was having a good time. All right, so we have finished washing machines. I guess let's go ahead and try to do microelectronics. All right, we're gonna put a sun lamp here. And a lot of the steel can just live in this room. We are going to put hydroponic. Oh, I forgot that I've got the tileable hydroponic space too. This is still more efficient. All right. Here, 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 and here. This thing's got a... Well, let's build it this far and see how we get. This is usually like the biggest investment in a mountain base, is getting this set up. But once you've got this set up, you're eating forever. The other thing you have to understand, the Night Owl, is that I am an old man with some amount of brain damage. And I do have a habit of repeating myself. You just gonna freeze to death? Yeah, you get a little bit of hypothermia. What gear are you wearing? Hey, you don't have like even a shirt on. You're just wearing like a bandolier. I guess we could put the kid in the this bed. Because I don't care if he's comfortable. There you go. Yeah, Night Owl, you are kind of our the historian of the Legion in WBPL. You have kind of seen it all. Okay, so we did build washing machines, which if I remember correctly are under recreation, which is just hilarious. And yeah, we'll put them. Which way is it facing? Like, I literally can't tell which way it's facing. That way? No. It's got to be that way. We have a raid. A raid of Unga Bungas. It's a single Unga Bunga. What's this guy like? This guy's good at plants. Washes his booty. Maybe we'll try to capture this guy. All right, they're beginning their assault. Everybody's inside. Okay, well, unfortunately. All right, Diggs, before you continue on with that, let's get you building washing machines. And this should have plumbing hookup. And let's see if we... Yeah. Just washing stuff. No sewage capacity. Ah, okay. I probably have to research septic tanks now, huh? Do that instead. Yeah, not so immune after all, huh? He's not immune to bear traps. Wonder if he's immune to laying in a bed full of corpses. Oh, look at all the snowmans they made. Cute little snowmans. Right. Yeah, they'll wash the armor too. Heck yeah. Okay. So that means we can start recouping some of this stuff. Hey, Samurai. Nothing bad happened to you whatsoever. Nothing bad at all. Alright, then this thing can be reinstalled in here for now. Welcoming prisoners. He wants us to keep 2 prisoners. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Hey, a grizzly bear. That doesn't seem like something that's ever happened before. Actually, you know what? Sarah, instead of that, how about we just get you to stay inside? Yeah, there you go. There's a relationship. People who have a relationship with your colonists or prisoners in the arriving group. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't have lines to the hydroponics yet. And that's, Jesus, these are the most vicious grizzly bears. All right, guys. Pansy, stay inside. Diggs, stay inside. Yeah, just, it's very, very hungry bear. All right. Then we need... Yeah, we got the stuff for it. Got the stuff for it. Full hydroponic space set up. I mean, they've got options. He could eat he could eat this mega sloth. It's the worst that could happen. We do need to dig a tunnel around this way, though. Zone, expand, inside. Go. Visitor. There's another child. There's a bear. There's a bear. Oh, you're not a child. You're 19. This bear's gonna immediately eat you. Like a cruise missile. Just beeline for her. Ah, that was great. Bear is just like, oh my god, food. That's great. All right, power conduit. We have a raid from the Toxin Gang. There's a bunch of them now. You know what? Everybody just stay inside for now. It's cold. Even you who doesn't have working legs, just stay inside. Punching the wall. All right, who's this guy? Waster. Yeah, I don't think we can help you. This guy. Also a waster. Cool. Unrestricted. Please relieve them of their valuables. And then let them freeze to death. So Sarah, you know what? You get to wear that parka. All right, we finished septic tanks. Get back to microelectronics. Just as a PSA. Are we out of power? What's going on? What happened? What happened? Oh, there's a solar flare. that's what happened. All right. Yeah, we don't care about this anymore. Let's not make this a home zone anymore. You can burn it down. I'm not worried about it. Yeah. You know, we're getting close to the end of the stream today, but just a friendly reminder that there is going to be another stream immediately after this one. That's Pandora Pirate Radio. Ether the Booze Wizard will probably be there. Stick around for them. Hopefully this doesn't last much longer because our meat is kind of rotting away here. Okay. Grow. Both you guys, please grow. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Wow. allow it. Pansy, you could we need Hall Plus and there we go. Just get you going and bringing stuff inside. There's a squick outage. Oh no. You guys will have to pick up the slack on the madness. Yeah, Ether, I do like most liquors. I did have a friend bring by a bottle of barrel-aged Malort. Which let me tell you, still tasted like Malort. Still tasted like Malort. It was a little bit smoother. I'll give it credit. It still tasted like paint thinner, but at least it was like paint thinner, but without like the burn. You know what I mean? We have a tech print. We can learn to build jump packs. I mean, we don't know what kind of barrel it was. It might not have been an expensive barrel. Like, what if it was just like a barrel that they used to keep? Like, what if it was just like one of these barrels? Like one of these guys here. I can eventually click on it. There it is. What if it's just like a barrel like that? Yeah, pen's not enclosed. Don't care. This is no longer a part of our base. We don't care about it anymore. A chemical waste. Exactly. You know, just a barrel that they found that you know. Let's see, we're gonna mine this, and then we're gonna put a heater in this room, because this room needs to stay warm to make food. Yeah, the 50-gallon lube barrels. Malted Tom's toothpaste, Malort. Ew. Mom's homemade toothpaste. Temperature, put a heater in this room. We are out of steel and components. So let's mine you and mine you and mine you and mine you. And then let's create an expansion to the inside zone. That. Then Diggs can start digging stuff up. Yeah, no sewage capacity, so we do need... Oh, I guess what we could do is find that and build like that. We'll put a septic tank in here. Actually, we don't even have to build that one. Just move. Why build when you can recycle? Sarah, Panzer, either one of you guys do mining? You do. I gotta fix the hole in my defenses. Oh yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. Dude kicked a hole through my wall. Thanks, Axe. I appreciate you. Appreciate you keeping an eye on things for me. Yeah, I don't think the inside of a glacier for some reason is colder than the outside environment, which is very confusing to me. Just very, very confusing. In fact, the winter isn't even all that cold. Like, it's still above freezing out here. Spring has begun. Yeah, I guess it's just like an igloo. Like, I'm sure there's some science involved with it, but still, like, I figured if you, you know, made a room out of ice, that room would be cool. Like, could I put fans in here and suddenly make it cold? Oh yeah, I guess I do have it in Fahrenheit. I was thinking Celsius for some reason. You are correct. That is below freezing. That is below freezing. All right, so we got rice growing. Are we at our power excess? We are. So we are going to need more power for this. Do we have... solar? We do have solar. So that means we need to build some solar panels. And let's see, solar generates 1,700. And this needs 2,900. So I actually only need 2. And we'll have digs going back to construction. And who's the other person that's good at construction? Pansy? Yeah. Pansy, let's get you working on construction. Diggs is going to hide in his room. Fortunately, Diggs is the only one who can do work. Yeah, drummer. I'm with Durberger on the internet. So I live in the South. I live in the the north end of the South. So I actually get like seasons. And I do not want to live in an area that feels like soup. I'm just not into it. I would much rather live like someplace cold. What are these seasons you speak of? Well, you see, there's 4 of them. They're a musical act from the 60s and 70s. They make yacht rock. Michigan has winter and construction. Yeah, accurate. Accurate. Diggs is no longer hiding in his room. I think we're about 8 minutes out, so I think that's probably where we're going to call it for the day. Doug's One Up has decided to permanently wear a gas mask, even though he just sits in a sterile room reading books all day. But yeah, that's that's been another episode of Cooking on the Rim. My name is Swish. I stream Rimworld every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back next Monday with some more Cooking on the Rim. Coming up next is Pandora Pirate Radio. Sans a squick this time, so stick around for them. As mentioned, I do make content for YouTube now. A lot of Rimworld stuff there. A little bit of Magic the Gathering. I've got some other projects that I'm thinking about starting up. It's gonna take some computer upgrades before I can get to it though. But anyway, there's the link to my channel if you're interested. Hopefully we'll see you next time, and you guys have a great day.
Hey there, folks. It's me, Tom Tombadil, of Wide Tom's Bean House. Come on down and try our never-ending bucket of beans. Only $14.99. I've got beans coming out the wazoo. We got bean salad, pork and beans, 3-bean casserole, jelly beans. But if beans aren't your fancy, we've got a full burger bar. Help yourself. Just $14.95 plus tax. Wide Tom's Bean House has a big old burger bar just for you. In addition to the burger bar, we also have a full liquor bar, as well as sports playing on every TV. Call toll-free at 888-WIDE-TOM to book your reservation at a restaurant near you today.